I'm Craig Harris, and I'm from Moxee, Washington. We're one of the few families in this area that doesn't grow hops. We are cherries and apples and no hops at all. Everyone asks us why we don't do it, and it's just cherries primarily is something my grandpa became very passionate about, and we're kind of a cherry first family, just kind of our passion. So some of my greatest memories are riding around in the back of my grandpa's pickup truck, me and all my cousins, and he would take us around the orchards, and just the biggest smile on his face. The joy he'd get of showing his grandkids the farm and all the hard work, and to see the fruits of his labor is something that stuck with me forever. I really have always respected that, and I think that's a big reason I'm back here. It's not just the work, but it's the lifestyle. It's when it becomes more of a hobby and a passion than it does a job. And I honestly didn't have that when I moved back. I didn't know that was going to be something, but it's slowly become more and more true for me as well, where it's something that I really love to do, and it doesn't feel like a job. And the variability you get from season to season, I'm always excited. By the time you're sick of cherry harvest, you're ready for apple harvest. By the time you're sick of apple harvest, you're ready to be pruning and have a little downtime, and then you're ready to go again in the spring. Originally, actually going off to college, I thought I would go into engineering. I've always enjoyed math, science, the critical thinking, problem solving. I always knew that it was a really complex industry. There's a lot more to it than I knew, and then coming back, I've just been blown away with the complexity and how much there is for me to learn and how much I don't know right now. And I think bringing back from college, it's just that new perspective, looking at things through different lens. And food safety is a newer issue that I've taken over that role, and a lot of it's just new, something that they haven't had to deal with before, whether it's the warehouse side of things or the field side of things. While I'm learning those, developing a written plan for those procedures, and then actually put that into practice of the documentation side of things. This is our first year actually transitioning a bunch of our cherries to organic, so it's been a cool opportunity because I'm learning alongside, something my grandpa's never done, something my dad's never done. So it's learning alongside them and being able to ask those same questions that they're asking. How do we do this? What are going to be our biggest struggles? And then trying to respond well to those problems, whether it's, different pest management practices that we've never dealt with before, weed management, fertility. It's just totally new set of problems that we're trying to deal with, and I've really enjoyed that side of things. There's a lot more opportunities out there than I knew when I was coming up and growing up around this. I had no idea how big the industry and how many different opportunities, whether it's research, the farming side of things, the packing, the sales, whether you like machinery and you want to do mechanical work. There's tons of awesome opportunities, and it's a great industry to be a part of. Something I wish I knew when I was in high school is that you're never going to know it all, so don't be afraid to ask questions. There's a lot to learn, and everybody's all trying to learn together. It's a lifelong learning. It's cool to be in meetings with my grandpa where he's still asking questions that he probably knows the answer to, but he just wants to hear other opinions on them. And that was something I was really nervous about coming back, is just feeling like I knew nothing and I wasn't going to be able to contribute. But don't be afraid to ask questions. A fresh perspective can go a long ways.